And the governor just recently stated that the president is going to be commissioning about 20 successfully executed projects in the next couple of weeks, so to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. What are these projects? Is it part of what you're mentioning right now?
Yeah, it's actually part of what I did mention, but I must say that the whole world need to watch.
Because 20 is
when
a large
Mr.
number.
President is coming to commission our project, the whole world needs to watch. Because one would imagine, where did this governor get his money? Is it the flyovers, like I said, 13 in number, getting to 14? And of course, the most beautiful flyover, better than any flyover in Africa, whether in Lagos or in Abuja. And do you know the funny thing? These projects, especially these flyovers, are built by indigenous workers, both skilled, not skilled, semi-skilled. They are the content of the local, and it's really something that we need to really watch. And I want to say that what the president is going to commission is what is going to be Africa's biggest in all its ramifications. We have a kind of road construction concept that no any other government has done. That is construction of road by concrete pavement. This concrete pavement has 50 years guarantee. I am not exaggerating. I is the first to introduce it. Dangote is doing that in Lagos at Papa Road, and if you go there, you see there is really a novel that we need to all copy. This is what Mr. President is going to commission. We have a President Muhammad Buhari light tunnel. It's an African concept. It's a four-way light tunnel that has about 96 span. You need to see it. It's so beautiful. It's like, we call it the face of Ebonyi. The moment you reach there, you will ask yourself, am I in Dubai? Am I in advanced countries of the world? We have an ultra-modern, I call it three-arm government house that is housing the governor's lodge, the governor's office, the presidential lodge. It was built within 2 years, but I can tell you, no government has as beautiful as that. You need to visit that. And many more to tell you. The governor, of course, is thinking about also getting the president to flag off, or rather to do a flag off of the construction of the international airport.
Barrister,
that is also part of what
Barrister, let me allow Mr. Austin here comment, because we're running out of time. Let's leave all this let's create a suspense. Like you said, the whole world needs to come and see. So let's wait and see how big, and innovative these projects are going to come that day. So, Austin, your final question.
Honorable, before we conclude this interview, I would like you to comment on the ongoing strike by resident doctors. How is it affecting the healthcare delivery in Ebonyi State?
Yeah, it is important that all people should play by the rule. And while we are looking at addressing all the needs and welfare needs of people of different walks of life, especially those who are committing their lives, committing their skills to the service of mankind, we must also look at doing all of these things within the confines of the law. I wouldn't comment so much. It's a federal government health workers issue, but I will need to talk to the two sides of the issue to see how they can resolve on a round table. That is what the governor does whenever there is any dispute in my state. He will need to really expose them to the issues, why he cannot do this or do that, and I will see and understand. Time has come when we must all expose our budget, expose our spendings to all the stakeholders, so that they will appreciate our predicament and inconveniences that governments are undergoing. And I think that we should have human face in all of these agitations, and we must play by the rule. That honestly is going to be my contribution.
Okay, that's your office, orientation, information. How are you facilitating efforts to ensure that people comply when we're talking COVID-19 vaccines, get their jab? We're in the stage of the second doses. Are people complying in the state? You need to answer that very briefly.
Yeah, Ebonyi State has been very lucky. When it started in last year, I think that was in March last year, we had a virology center, of course, the biggest virology center in the southeast. And we used it, we converted it to being a center of excellence for the treatment of COVID-19. We had to deploy the centers, rather distribute the centers to the different zones of the state. And today, we're having minimal case of COVID-19, but part of the reason why we're having that minimal case is sensitization. Our sensitization is not only using the digital means, we also use the crude means of tongue crying, getting to the rural communities, engaging them. Of course, we have our PROs and information officers in the local government areas and what we call development centers. So we get to talk to our people on what weekly basis, a regular program to tell them of the need to observe all COVID-19 protocols. And I think that what we are having now is almost a 0 case of COVID-19. And so that is the impact, that is the result of the sensitization processes. I think that very soon, Nigeria also will get out of the plague, because it's really a very bad one, plaguing our country. But God is with us.
And if you come in here again, before I let you go, Barrister Oji, tourist attraction, Ebonyi State is blessed with some tourist sites, and with all these facilities you're mentioning, all these executed projects that will be commissioned very soon, is the state government going to harness some of these?
Potential.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually have tourist potentials, but culturally, of course, the one that is called man-made places of attraction. Like we have Africa's biggest water fountain. It's located underneath the President Mohamed Buhari Light Tunnel is a place to also be. And we have so many facilities that can attract tourists, and this is going to also increase our revenue base. It's part of the issue that we want to develop. Government of Ebonyi State wants to develop. We have the Minister of Culture and Tourism that is doing a lot to develop our cultural places of tourism, and I'm sure that we are doing a lot very soon. All of these things will unfold.
You know, when you were reeling out all the projects we're going to be seeing, or rather that you want the world to see, you make it sound so tempting. So I'm thinking, you know, I know a lot of Nigerians will be thinking, this Ebonyi State, we really need to come visit. So thank you very much for your time, Barrister Oji Uchenna Oji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.